It's time to pull my funny trigger. Look at this. My arm is complete again. He used the thing of a lovely man. Did Jonathan. This is so... Welcome to Devil May Cry 5, the culmination of me going through all of it. Yes. This is what I was setting up when I played DMC Devil May Cry. Thank you for... It's always got to be an option on the front page, which is just buy our latest shit. So, this is gonna be fun. Because right off the bat, there's another thing I need to talk about before I even talk about the connection to DMC Devil May Cry. Which is that this is the one that introduced having red orbs as a microtransaction. And being able to delete your save file in a game where you can, like, pay for the upgrade material, so that would just disappear. That would draw too much scrutiny, so there's just not a new game option in this one. So, that's fun. So, believe it or not, the fact that these microtransactions are quote-unquote optional, funnily enough, did not actually prevent the game from having to be redesigned around them. It's almost as if that justification has never held any actual weight. There might be a way for me to work around it. I don't think I want to. I do think I'm going to confront this one. So, but what it does mean is we're just gonna see some shit that shouldn't be there. So you're just gonna have to ignore it, but you can't really ignore it because it's omnipresent. Which is the point. I'm hanging a lampshade over what they've done here. Because I don't want it to... Like, if you... Most of the coverage is probably, like, not going to account for that, because it'll just have been people playing it at launch. Which is all they care about, which is why they shovel in a bunch of, like, unpopular shit after launch, so that none of the coverage mentions it. But, I'm not that prompt. So I see a side of all this bollocks that will not be broadcast often. But there we are. So let's just go into the world and have a world-fingered bloody miracle about us. So the thing about DMC Devil May Cry is that it was obviously a reboot, and we've all seen it, and they were, like, as I said at the time, it's Devil May Cry for straight people, where they were like, surely having him say fuck will distract people from how camp this all is. That didn't work. That didn't work out. The game was, so, I would say, like, ideologically unpopular, rather than anything like the game did per se. The backlash was vicious and disproportionate, to the point where one of the scenes was misrepresented as a comedy abortion. Like, a moment that is clearly meant to be a tense, dramatic, like, oh shit, he actually just fucking did that sort of character moment, was misrepresented for entirely rhetorical purposes as having been played for laughs. I'm going to be honest, I don't believe that the jokes in that game were played for laughs, if I'm being brutally honest. But that's how it is, that's how it be, with an M, with an I, with a K, with an E. So, let's just stare at me on for 600 years. Yeah. It's not, like, strictly necessary to buy the red orbs, but I don't, like, doesn't feel worth bringing up, because they wouldn't have put them in if they didn't expect someone to do it. Plus, this is from the perspective of someone who's, like, played all of the games repeatedly and is, like, happy enough to sit there grinding. That's probably not going to be the case for everyone. Just because I'm not the target doesn't mean there's not a target. Anyway. Sorry, I just didn't want to... I don't want to let them get away with it, but they've already gotten away with it, and it's done, and I have no power over that, but, like, you know. My one remaining freedom is to be annoyed at it. Right, that's the other thing. All the controversies, right, I forgot. So there's a few... there's a few bad eggs in this one. The actor for Dante, who does lend his face to the camera, had a bit of a moment during the height of Me Too, where, you know, before it kneecapped itself to protect the Biden campaign, where he was like, look, I'm all in favour of, you know, believing victims and listening to women, but could you not go after anyone I know? Basically. So we're going to have to look at his face for a while. But here's the tree. That's fine. Pray to the trees. Pray. If a priest came up and told you to pray... Oh, right, yeah, there's the black character voice acted by a white man who'd made some incredibly racist internet content, apparently, and had to apologise for it.
We've known each other a long time. You never had this much trouble.
Thing is, I think he's from the anime.
You gonna make it through this, Dante?
I might need to fact check that, but I'm pretty sure I learned later that he was from the anime. And the character wasn't black in the anime. So, like, they went out of their way to make a character black who wasn't originally, and then did this. You know what I mean? Like, it's... They went out of their way to do it wrong. I'm Dante. Watch me, everybody in the room.
What am I doing wasting my time here? He's got this.
He's got saucepans filled with sauce.
You should
as you might expect. Hello, it's me, Kylo Ren.
It was he who took your right arm.
I'm here with a bird.
A great deal of power from it.
He gained a great many sausages in his deal with Crumbly Beelzebub.
I suggest you do not fall behind.
Crumbly Beelzebub is what we believe him to be. Shadows.
Okay, V.
Did I ever finish the point I was making about the bloody, The reason I brought up how unpopular the reboot was, ages and ages ago at this point, is that, so, like, they tried that and it didn't go well for them, so they go back to the original continuity for Devil May Cry 5. Alright. Here's your shoulders. And almost as if to apologise, or just out of general insecurity, this game is really full of a lot of, remember the older games? Remember the ones you all liked? Please like us again. Please don't Angie. Please don't put your face... I don't need to break any devils at the moment. They don't have your brain in your best brain at the 5-year mark. We'll deal with your hand when you've got 5. Do you know what I mean? Well, they've happened Big Purple out of us all.
Dante.
That was the end of the thought? Okay. Oh, hello. You're here. The guy's going on and around. Not red thing. Insect. It's a demonic insect. We've got 5 of them at least. Send them in. Send in the trousers.
I could take you with no arms.
I'll do that then. Let's See if I can remember what I'm doing. Ignore the fact that we have a devil trigger gauge. That's one of the things you have to ignore. It's not. How do I... There we go. Smackaroo. Remember that from 4, of course. The 4 Horsemen of James. They've come forth when the seal was broken to usher in James. I don't have an arm though. There's that insect. What if one was Sleep Green? Sleepy Green. I've got a skull in the middle of me. I jizzed on him and he's fine now. I'm the airborne evil, look at me. What they called Yan Wei when he invented aeroplanes. During the Battle of Bonham Carter. Helena Bonham Carter went back in time and became a location. Oh yeah, ignore the fact that my arm, I clearly have my arm back as well. Pay no attention to the man behind the elbow. I launched myself. Get to bed. Don't suck the floor over. Aren't you a bag full of lice? Warburb.
Hey, got you took off.
Do you not
No.
understand?
That never happened. You're crazy.
Without you.
That's all right, superstar. Go on with your bad stuff. Go ahead. We got this.
Look at it. So yeah, there's a perfect example. You remember that one boss from the first game? What if he was Iago now? That's what we've got there. And it comes back. And it comes back. The original, don't ignore that I did that. That's not what I thought the button did. Ignore my powers. I'm the opposite of most evil sorcerers in that I actually want you to ignore my powers this time. Under normal circumstances, don't get me wrong, I'd be flattered. It's just a little bit starring Devil May Cry. Why does that say that? The game, believe it or not, the game involves itself. Oh, twirly twist. There's twirly twist. I'm not sure that twirly twist should have been happening. Again, ignore that as well. If he had twirly twist, things would have been resolved. Wow! I've been hit backwards like you do sometimes to people you don't like. There's Mr. Vines. Oh, I'm here as well, and I didn't do much better. I'm also here, and that same hat. I've got instant hat disease. I'd take it off, and another one immediately takes its place. Twiddly!
Looks like this won't be a total waste of time after all.
I've got
Hey,
the twidless. I've got my
jackass.
thrown elbows.
Did your mother ever teach you it's not nice to steal?
Still wrong. Teeths.
Sorry, Dante. I'm back in this bitch.
Bitch fingers Maleri. That's the name of hell. Oh, hello. You're doing... You've got the crystal. Crystal's out here to do it. Ooh, what if I was sad? No. You can't make the sad round. Oh yeah, there's multi-levels of charging, and I forget how long it takes. So just like, in case you're wondering why we're fighting the final boss, right at the beginning, obviously this is a supposed to lose fight. I don't know how easy it's going to be to lose with me having maxed out my health. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see if... My god, this is impossible to look at, actually. I actually can't see James. Don't ignore that. Ignore my abilities. I've been made... He knows who I am. He knows who I am, cause I'm Gandalf wherever I go. I don't arbitrarily become a different wizard in different locations. Casually dismissing a sped up costume. Yeah, that's hitting me for a fair whack of chunks, at least. He might yet be saved. It might be possible. Please. Oh, fuck. No. The nose beam. It's real. This is what I've been trying to tell you. Oh, you're never gonna actually win. It's fine. It's fine, I'm gonna hurt you. I don't think it lets you get further than hurting the crystal. Would at the very least be my assumption. Oh, the bloody touch of winter. That's what I think this is. Oh no. Don't make blue. Ow! Blue's clues may lead you astray now and then. You have to decide for yourself if Blue's committing perjury. Everyone just automatically trusts this dog. What could all of these objects have to do with the case? I don't see what that's got to do with anything. Poirot? Why are we hearing dogs talk now? Poirot, what you done? How can I hear this dog speak? Well, it turns out I can actually just keep hurting the guy. I guess it's theoretically possible to win the game at this point. But I might not. Oh, yes, it says. Oh, but it didn't quite at first. No. I hope he doesn't have trousers on! That'd just be the worst! There's no defense against demonic trousers. I'm really stuck in the crunch now. Oh! The game got bored. They didn't want to let me carry it. There we go, finally. Oh, rolling. Roland the Snap. Ooh, just a shaky cam. Oh shit. I was sort of hoping this would be wrapped up by now. Or the crystal can twistle. It's all over, yells I. I love his face, he's just like, Did you forget I have guns? I have funny guns? Roar! Look at me! Look at me going on. Don't actually bother. This is my don't actually bother attack.
Get her out of here! This is a bad move! I can still fight! Go! You're just dead weight! Back up!
Oh, there's the thing he's going to be fixating on for the rest of the game.
Come on! Let go! We must leave here. It's far stronger than we ever could have imagined.
Follow the bird, leave the tomb.
Bastard called me dead weight! I didn't come all this way for nothing!
Yes, you did. Don't you remember? You signed the nothing contract. The one contract that is automatically null and void.
Is that what you call him?
Yes. Yours and the Demon King. That's the name of the demon that took your arm.
He stole me all, but well, he didn't do a very good job, as we've just seen. Here's my face. Here's my face. Which one do you think's real? Punched. Just a little punch. Oh no. Are you telling me that even Dante can be punched backwards by a giant man? Look at his teeth. Look at his hyper-realistic teeth and go into his eyes. Why don't you look at me for a bit? What if? What if that all went on? Well... Oh fuck! The golem! I've got white hair now. That's the penalty for summoning the golem.
What happened to Dante?
He fucked
Where's
it.
Dante?
He's buying time, but it doesn't look good.
But when the world needed him most, he shone a kind of... Oh, now the scorpions are coming out.
Be happening. Dante lost.
Forget it.
No, don't bother about the scorpions.
Let's go.
Sick of being told that. You know nothing of the arachnid threat. Look at this. It's really more plant-like, you know. Yeah, well, it's a scorpion plant, isn't it? It'll sting a frog and photosynthesize. Why did you do it? Now we'll both die. Chlorophyll! That's the reason we had to die. Chlorophyll. You're a bit cringe, do you know that? Well, that's the prologue. Tune in next time for the no-log, where there's not going to be any logs. I guess must be what that means. Goodbye. 15,466,900